Nike check. All I know is flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I ran it, ain't no stopping on, never rest. Down said.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. On play action, it's Mahomes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Adolphe away. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Hurts. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys?
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Three first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Running right through it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch out. No. Attack. Girl, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And he works free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And in for the Lions touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Darren Waller as time expires in the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
But first down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hey, we got four down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he's forced out left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On first down, Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and 3.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. 18 Cardinal.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him. Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chance.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the side. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now it's Mahomes again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trucks over him. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And some space here. There he goes left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Mahomes' throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And he's
got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. First throw taken in by Ridley here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. explosion, help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for